Yes, guys, and welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV for yet another pre-match pump-up. And look, we've all had the weekend to not let Spurs ruin it. You know, it's the start of a new week. It's a Monday, so hopefully we're all back here. We've had time to get over that FA Cup disappointment against Middlesbrough, and we're all back here raring and ready to go and getting behind the boys again today. Make sure you do smash a like on the stream. Make sure you do smash a subscribe on this channel if you are new. The big push for 1 million subscribers is on, and it's growing by the week. So make sure you are a part of that. And as well, guys, feel free to get your super chats in along the way with your thoughts, questions, or anything like that for me or any of the guests that do come on. You know, it is a great way to show your support for everything the two boys do. And guys, if you do want to come on and have your say, the link is up in the community section. Just simply click on the link. It'll bring you in, and then we'll get you on to have your say about today's game. Of course, we are away, we are home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the magnificent stadium, which I will be back in for the West Ham game, which I cannot wait. I am super pumped up. So hopefully we can win tonight, beat United, beat Brighton, and then on to West Ham. That'll be absolutely lovely. Of course, kickoff is at 8 p.m. today, guys. It's a late one. The referee is Stuart Atwell, and VAR is John Brooks. But look, I would say take note of these. Write them down in your notepad because, look, my feeling is that Everton, they did get a bad decision given against them against Man City. It was an obvious penalty. And they have come out and apologised for it since. And you know, they probably will be looking for reasons to even that out tonight, whether it be from a bit of rough and tumble in the box from set pieces and stuff like that. So we do have to be wary of that. It probably is 12 men against 11 today, the more I think about it. But maybe 13. You've also got Fat Frank there in charge of everything as well. But guys, I will be doing this pre-match pump-up, and I'll be bringing you all the way through to the live watch-along, and then the boys in studio will be bringing you the live watch-along and the post-match fan show. So game day, we have got you covered from build-up to post-match fan show. We got you covered the whole way through. So guys, make sure everybody stays tuned for that. A few stats for everybody. Tottenham have won 9 of their last 12 Premier League matches played on a Monday, only drawn 2 and losing 1, and that defeat did come at home to Man City in October 2018. So we actually have we actually have a very good record on a Monday. So hopefully we can keep that good luck charm going, because we need everything right now as Spurs fans. Tottenham have only won 1 of the last 7 matches against Everton in all competitions. Not a great stat there, but look, this is a different Everton team this season than what it was in seasons gone by in previous seasons. All 4 of our league wins in 2022 have all come away. Spurs have not lost both of their league home fixtures so basically, look, we've lost all our home games this season since 2022 has started, which is not good. We need to be able to put that right. We have to get some sort of home form going. The 2 games we have at home, even in the Premier League, we've lost. You know, Wolves, Southampton, so it has not been good. And interestingly enough, the last time Spurs actually lost 3 of their opening league games, home games of a calendar year, it was in 1994 under Ozzy Ardiles. So there will be people out there that will remember that. I know my old lad, if he's watching, probably not. He's probably watching Coronation Street or something. But you know, he would remember that for sure. So look, we definitely don't want to be going as far back as 1994, losing our first 3 home games in the Premier League in a calendar year at home. We don't want that. But look, some good stats. Kane has scored 12 goals in 14 appearances against Everton in all competitions, including 11 in his last 9 since March 2017. So Harry Kane does love goals against Everton. You know, they've got T-Rex arms in goals. By the way, it's actually his birthday today. He's 28 and he's making his 200 Premier League appearance. So if there is anybody tuning in and you are behind the goals that he's in, just absolutely abuse him. Just abuse him, just like, you know, tear him down the whole game. It'd be absolutely great birthday for him. He's actually put in a special request. He's asked me to pass on the message for you guys to do that. So that would be lovely. And then Son, look, a lot of people have actually been saying that he hasn't been playing too well lately. And I get it. I get what people are saying. Is he the Son that we had last season? No. Is Kane the same Kane we had last season? No. Last season was an unbelievable season. It was unbelievable in terms of numbers that they put up, which was never, ever going to be matched again. And we knew it wasn't going to be sustainable either. But the thing is with Sonny, we have to understand he's been asked to adjust to a new position. He's playing inside a lot more than rather than out wide. He's having to learn to hold up the ball, take the ball in even more tighter spaces. Even the angles of his runs are completely different from playing inside than outside. So, he's probably just learning to adjust to that as well, I would say. But interestingly, he has been involved in 10 goals in his last 11 Premier League games. That's 6 goals and 4 assists. Overall in the Premier League this season, only Mikel Antonio's goals and assists, 15, have been worth more points to their side than Son's have for Spurs, getting 14 points off the back of it. So, Son, although people are saying he hasn't been playing well lately, look, I've seen it on my own channel, people asking for him to be dropped, thinking he should be dropped, but he can't. Even though he may be not at the top of his game, he's still chipping in with goals and assists, and we need them. We need them, so we can't drop him. And for me, even though he may not be hitting the same heights he's previously hit, he's still affecting the game. So for me, I would just say just ease off Sonny a little bit. Antonio Conte, though, is unbeaten in all 6 games as a manager against Everton in all competitions, and I think he's yet to concede to them as well, actually. So that's an incredible stat. So it does show that Conte does know how to set up against Everton, which is good. So Harry Kane stats, Son stats being involved in all the goals, and Conte, it should be a good game for us tonight. In a bit of team news, Ollie Skip is still out injured with his groin. Japhet Tanganga is still out injured with his knee. But Rodrigo Bentancur, the Uruguayan Dembele, box-to-box Benny, whatever you want to call him, he is back. He returns from his ankle injury that he picked up against Burnley, and he is expected to walk straight back into that lineup today. In fact, probably moonwalking into the lineup, I would say. And look, Lucas Moura also returns from the dead leg that he picked up the day before training, or the training the day before the Leeds game. He also returns tonight. Does he come in for Kulusevski, who was looking tired against Middlesbrough? Remains to be seen. Me personally, I'd much rather see Kulu out there. We need the end product. But look, Lucas, he is direct, and we could do with a bit of that as well. So be very interesting to see what call is made there. For Everton, Ben Godfrey is out. Yerry Mina is out, which is huge for us, by the way, because we cannot defend set pieces whatsoever. Free kicks into the box, corners. And Yerry Mina over the years has caused us a lot of trouble. So the fact that he is out, that doesn't exactly eliminate the threat, because they still have Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I think he's back. But it definitely takes away from the aerial threat that they would have posed. And Fabian Delph is out as well. And Tom Davies as well. The poor man's Tom Jones. He is also out, which is good. But look, of course, we do take on the toughies, and I can't wait to tune them up tonight. I really cannot wait to tune them up. But I do have a stat. Since Antonio Conte took charge, Spurs have had 6 or more days to prepare for 7 games under his watch, and have won 6 and drawn once. So basically what that's saying is when we've had 6 or more days to prepare for a game, so 1 game a week, we've had 7 of them under Conte, and we're yet to lose 1. We've won 6 and drawn 1. Now compare that to the recent record of 4 days or fewer between games to prepare, and you will find 6 defeats from 7 games in all competitions. Now, why is there such a drop-off in quality when, in terms of performance and stuff like that, when we have 4 days less to prepare? Now, we know Conte he's what's the right word? Basically, he does everything methodical. I read it in the dictionary, so I open the dictionary every day and pick out 10 words and learn what they mean. But today, methodical came up, and it's a perfect word. He's tedious as well. Another great word, by the way. Honestly, I swear I swallowed that Collins dictionary. But 2 great words, methodical and tedious. Conte is them in his planning for games, down to every minute detail. Does he have enough time to get his message across? Or on the flip side, is it the fact that we just don't have the strength and depth in quality, that we're having to put these players out there week in, week out, and that it's either down to tiredness, or that when he does make them changes, that the drop-off is that much, it's just costly? I would go with the second one. I think it's the drop-off in quality when we bring in players, and when we don't bring in players, roll out the same squad and it's tired. I would go with that rather than question the manager, to be honest with you, because the same problems we've seen time and time again. But it is an absolute insane stat out there. So that's and look, what I will say is Spurs have followed up very, very bad defeats with a win and one in style as well. So today, can we do that? Can we follow up? This game falls into the 6 day to prepare category. So all signs are saying that I would expect a good performance from Tottenham today. But look, that is enough of me. It's not about me. I'm just here to facilitate the fans that want to come on and have their say. I just kick it off. Facilitate, another great word. Honestly, I am full of them today. But let's get on the first guest, and it is Colin from Talk and Ball. Let's get him on. Colin, my man, how are you keeping?
Oh, doing good. I got the flat cap on. I wanted to represent. If I was going to be with David Harris, I had to have the flat cap, man. How are you?
No, look, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'll be honest with you. I'm refreshed. Took the weekend off away from social media, Tottenham. Just took the weekend off from it all together. And I feel so good about it. I feel so good today. And it's game day, which is the most important thing, Colin. It's what we live for. It's what we get out of bed for,
Yeah.
us Spurs fans. So I'm absolutely buzzing. And by the way, flat cap, it's a good choice. What I will say is you probably should walk around with a warning sign once you leave your house because the birds love it, my man. So do be careful. Do be careful
I appreciate
with
the
that
heads
flat
up.
cap.
Yes. Yes, thank
No, honestly, you should. Honestly, I'm telling you, to go wild for it.
you. Oh,
But
man.
look, Colin, should we expect a reaction given that shit performance we put in away at Middlesbrough in the FA Cup?
Yeah, yeah, and I'm sure Conte, we've all been disappointed with that performance and irritated and angry with certain
Mm,
players. If we are, can you imagine how upset Conte has been? And so I'm sure the players have been getting, an earful, and hopefully they turn it around today. And I think they will. My only worry is if Frank Lampard decides to stick like all 11 men behind the ball and make it really hard for us to, if he sets up for a draw from the get go and then forces
mm,
us to kind of play through their defense. I don't know. I think that we might struggle a little bit. We've shown that we can't really,
yeah,
we have kind of a hard time breaking down a defense. We're not the most creative of teams. So,
yeah,
yeah, it'll all come down to their approach, I think. As far as I think we'll get the win either way, but I think it could go very easily for us if they come out and they play and they try to attack us. But we know they're pretty low in the table. They're in a legit relegation like
yeah.
battle right now. So they're probably going to sit back and make it tough. It'll be a late winner. I'm expecting, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Do you know what? I'm expecting them to sit in as well, Colin, to be honest with you. Look, they are the worst travellers in the Premier League. They've only picked up 6 points on their travels this season, which is the lowest out of any team. I would expect them to maybe sit in and try and catch us on the counter, to be honest with you. I think they'll back themselves to be able to keep us out. And I think they'll also have that in them that, it's like, look, it's Tottenham. They've kept, one clean sheet in the last 12 games
Yeah,
and that was against Leeds. So they'll definitely back themselves to get a chance off the back of one of our own mistakes. But Colin, speaking about teams that kind of sit in and do play that sort of football, we've seen this season we've struggled. We've even struggled at times when teams have come out and pressed us in certain areas of the pitch. I won't
absolutely.
name
Yeah.
any, but Harry Winks definitely one. But what I will say is how do we go about it differently that we maybe haven't done before?
That's a good question. The games where we've gotten pressed and just into like oblivion, and weirdly, one of the ones I can
Yeah,
remember the most is Southampton, which is bizarre given that team and their form and where they're at in the table. But Harry Winks was playing in that match. That was right.
yeah,
That was after Bentancur's injury, and so I think just having him in the squad makes us a more press resistant squad. I mean, it's obviously in the middle of the field where a lot of those battles are going to be taking place, and I feel 10 times more confident having Rodrigo Bentancur in the middle than having Harry Winks. And I know that Winks had his little resurgency, under Conte and started to pick his head up more and play more of a forward pass, but he's still just not that presence in midfield that we need. I could see him working in a three. Maybe if we played with a midfield three today, I could see Winks
yeah,
maybe being in the lineup. But if it's either him or Bentancur, I think we all know who we're going to pick.
yeah. No, look, for me, it's got to be the Uruguayan Dembele
Yeah.
alongside Heiberg. Look, with Winks in midfield, look, he doesn't offer anything defensively, but he also doesn't offer enough going forward. With Bentancur coming in, he offers both. He offers a bit of solidity defensively and a bit going forward. If you go back and look at the Middlesbrough game, Winks was playing down the left-hand side of our midfield in the centre in the first half. And it's the only place Middlesbrough got joy. But then when Tottenham switched them over to the right for a little while, they then started going down that side and getting joy. So for me, the guy just he just can't play anymore. He's too costly. He's way too costly. But look, Colin, what I do want to ask you is, so Conte's first game in charge was when we actually played Everton, and we drew 0-0 away. Have we improved since then?
Yeah. Well, at least individual players have improved, which I think then improves the team. I think we've all seen Harry Kane start to kind of come back to his former self. He's scoring the goals. He's getting the assists. His passing is starting to come together like it like it used to always. He's I think with Harry Kane back and performing more like the Harry Kane that we're used to, we're automatically a better squad. I mean, and I think other players have also improved since Conte has been here as well. Ben Davis, for instance, even Sanchez was has his moments where he looks really good, and also his moments where he still looks pretty bad, sadly. But I mean, still, yes, we've improved, I think, all over the pitch. The Conte effect is real. I do think that he's been able to get more out of these players, whether that's them looking to impress the manager to get minutes or things he's actually coaching into them. But either way, I'm happy with it. And I think that we're a much better squad than we were last time we faced Everton.
Yeah. Yeah, look, the reason why I asked that is because when he first came in, we went 9 unbeaten, and then since the turn of the year, it's been very poor. But I would agree. Yeah, I do think we have improved. I think what we're seeing now is more a reflection on the squad and some of the average players that we do have. That look, when they initially came in, they done well, and they were performing, and since then they've kind of dropped off, in my opinion. Absolutely spot on, my man. Absolutely spot on. Look, let's talk about the wing-back situations. Emerson, look, he came on against Middlesbrough, didn't really impress in them minutes. Doherty, he played well against Middlesbrough, I thought, in the first half especially. 2 big chances, but then faded out of the game. Sessegnon, again, look, he was okay, wasn't great. But look, Reguilon's back. Reguilon is back. So what do we do at the wing-back situations, Colin?
It's a good question. And we have to look at everything kind of.
Oh, I think you're on mute, Colin. I'm not sure what's going on. I can't hear you anymore. Can everybody else out there hear him? Just let me know. Oh, you're back. Are you? Oh. Kyle, can you hear me in the background? Can people hear me? No, you've gone. The sound is gone, Colin. Is it your microphone? Look, log out and come back in. Log out and come back in. Yeah, guys, I don't know what went on there. The sound did go. I do apologize for that, which is a shame because I was actually really enjoying that conversation. We'll just give him another minute or two to maybe check out and check back in before we get on the next guest, just so Colin can finish up. But guys, another one that I forgot to touch on was the return of Dele Alli today. Dele Alli returns to Tottenham. Spurs fans didn't have a chance to give him a proper send-off. Will he get one today? Will we clap him, for everything he has done, which I think we should do? Or do people, take their anger out for what he's done over the last 2-3 years at this club, which I think is also a possibility. But I think we should definitely clap him, give him a good reception for sure. Because look, he was a part of a very good era for Tottenham. So it'll be very interesting to see what sort of reception that guy does get. We'll wait another minute just to see if Colin does come back in. But it'd be very, very interesting to see what happens there with Dele Alli tonight. But look, do you know what? We'll get on the next guest and we'll get Colin back in if he joins. So who have we got next? What's the next guest?
Hi, Dave.
Akil, did I say it right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. What a name. What a name. Well, look, what's your thoughts ahead of today's game, my man?
Yeah, I think it is 3 easy points. So we should win this game easily.
You're not worried that Everton will be scrapping for every point available being down in the relegation battle? You don't think they're going to make it tough for us?
No. That's not an issue. So if we get any early goal, so then the game will open up. So and then we don't have to do anything. Then goals will come around. So the only thing we need to do is like get the first goal early.
Yeah. Yeah, no, look, I hope so. I hope so. We definitely need a goal. Look, an early goal helps because it means that the opposing team, they can't sit in for as long as they originally wanted to, can't make it as difficult. They do have to open up a little bit more. So an early goal certainly helps, that's for sure. But my man, do you think we can keep focus? Do you think that we can pick ourselves up over what happened against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup? Or do you think we could suffer a bit of a hangover here today?
No. So there will be no hangover. We can win this game easily because what happened in the FA Cup is like I think it was all planned. So I think that it was planned from Conte because even though Conte knows that even if we go through semi-finals or even if we go to finals, our uh, we don't have players to win the final right now. So why do we waste 5 to 6 games on these players? If we waste this, I mean, like we need to play more games. So then our squad will be tired. Then we
You
cannot
know what?
concentrate on Premier League. So I think it was planned from Conte.
Do you know what? I can see where you're coming from. I'd say you're making a lot of Spurs fans very angry right now, though. One trophy, no trophy in 14 years. I'd say a lot of people are going mad because, look, Tottenham, we've won the FA Cup 8 times. And look, it's sad.
Actually,
It's
we
sad
were
the
the
way
first
it's
ones to
gone.
win the eighth time.
Huh?
We were the first club to win the 8 times.
Yeah, we were. And then Arsenal overtook that record, and we were the first club to put ribbons on it as well. And, so look, it's disappointing that we are out of it for sure. But my man, Akil, what I do want to talk to you about is the inconsistency of this Spurs squad. Why do you think we're seeing a team that's so up and down at the minute?
Main thing is quality. We don't have quality players. All we have is like two world class players, Son and Kane, and our entire team is carried by Son and Kane.
Yeah. No, absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. I couldn't agree more. Look, what do you think of the backlash that Kane and Son get every time we lose? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's warranted, or do you think the question should be,
And
looking back further in the team, like where are these goals coming from?
Kane doesn't score, then our score. So the actual issue is the midfield. So we don't have any creative midfielder, and we don't have goal scoring midfielder. And
Yeah,
most important thing is like we don't focus on the opposition weakness. So we all go by our strengths and we play by our strengths. So when we are playing Chelsea, the second leg, like not second leg, at Chelsea in the league. So at halftime, we were discussing like you were discussing that we should go towards Kovacic. I think Kovacic had a card, yellow card. So we should target Kovacic and like
yeah,
send him off. Yeah. So you were discussing that thing.
yeah.
So again, our uh, who Tanganga had a yellow card. So what they is like they targeted Tanganga. So they targeted our weakness.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't target their weakness. So actually, we are a good team, but we don't like we always play by rules. We don't
Do you
bring
know what?
anything out of the box.
I fully agree with you. I absolutely fully agree with you. Look, we're way too nice. So I've said this before. We have to, like you see other teams, if a decision is given against them, there's 2, 3, 4 players up in and around the referee in his face. Now, look, we all know he's not going to change his mind on that decision. But what it does do, it hesitates and blowing on that whistle for the next decision he's going to get. and it's a knock-on effect. And look, you can influence referees a bit like that, and we don't do enough of it. We do not do enough of it. The only two players I have seen it do it this season is Kane and Eric Dyer, but not together. And we need to start doing that. We need to start playing nasty on the pitch as well. Like for instance, that game against Chelsea that you were just talking about there, when Kovacic did pick the yellow card, wind him up, get in his face. You know what I mean? Snap at him, test him, get in behind him, see if he take you down and chance that red. We don't do enough of it. Like you said, we do play to the rules an awful lot of the times. And it's really, really frustrating. We need to develop some sort of nastiness now for this running for the rest of this campaign. We really do, in order to get that top 4 spot. Because despite what everybody tells me, I'm still hanging on to it. Honestly, I can't let it go. I'm still hanging on to it, that maybe we can still get it. Like Rapunzel probably hanging on to them bed sheets, getting down the castle in them nursery rhymes. But I'm still hanging on to it for sure. Look, my man, a lot of people are kind of maybe bringing Conte in for a bit of criticism lately. Look, me personally, I don't think we can really criticize a manager when so many of these players for 5, 6, 7 years, even in some cases, even longer, have shown that they're always going to have the ups and downs. A manager can't get that, can't eradicate that. But a lot of people have been questioning Conte's tactics, style of play, and stuff like that. Should he be doing more? Should he be adapting?
Yes. I mean, the players are bad, so there is no doubt about it. So what we can do is, like, when Mourinho came in for the first season, like the half a season, what he did was, so we didn't have any midfielders. I mean, like, very good midfielders, or we are not creating chances. So what Mourinho did is, like, he used to pull pull everyone to the left side, then make room for the Oriel. They switch the ball to the Oriel, then Oriel will make a pass in the box. So Mourinho adapted our game based on our players, what he has at the moment. So in the same way, Conte should do more. Like, we know our right back is shit. So he can't pass a ball. He can't even make a small pass.
Yeah.
So we know our right back is shit. So what we can do in that case? So we can try to make that we should try to attack from the right side.
Yeah.
Just to show that we will attack from the right side, then suddenly shift it to left.
Yeah.
So in that case, so there we can where we can just play with their minds.
No, spot on. But look, Akil, we are 1 minute out from the lineup. What do you want to see in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I think Doherty should start. I don't want Emerson Royal. I don't want to see him in Spurs shirt yet. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to Royal to start.
Yeah.
So backline will be same. And left should I want Regulon at left side. Yeah, in the midfield, Højbjerg and Bentancur for sure. I don't want to see wings.
Yeah.
And front three should be same. Son, Kane, and Kulu.
Yeah. No, I think we're all wishing for the same, my man. I think we are. But look, what's your score prediction for tonight's game, lad?
So I'm hoping for 4-0 win to Tottenham.
4-0 win. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. And give me a big come on, you Spurs, before we let you go.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely love that, my man. Akil, thank you so much for calling in. Hopefully you call in for more of these pre-match bump-ups, and hopefully we see you on the post-match fan show as well.
Yeah, sure, dear, sure.
Big up, Akil. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. What a man. What a man. I really enjoyed having Akil on. He's a good man. But look, the lineups are out, guys. I'm going to give you the starting lineups. It is Hugo Lloris in goals, the captain. We have the Irish Cafu at right wing back. We also have Sessegnon at left wing back, with Romero, Dyer, and Davies forming the back three. We have the Uruguayan Dembele returns to midfield. That is Bentancur, aka Lolo, and he plays in alongside Pirlo, Emil Højbjerg. That is Pierre-Emil Højbjerg. Them two are in the middle, and then we have Kulusevski, we have Son, and we have Kane forming the front three. On the bench, we have Galini, Emerson Royale, the King. We have Stevie B. We have Joe Roden, the Welsh Maldini. We have Davison Sanchez. We have Harvey White, Harry Winks. We also have Lucas Moura, and we also have Reguilon as well on the bench. So Lucas Moura returning from that dead leg and returns to the bench, with Bentancur returning from the ankle injury and returning to the starting lineup. So it's the exact same lineup to start against Middlesbrough, just without Harry Winks and the Uruguayan Dembele, box-to-box Benny. He comes into the midfield. So I'm actually pretty happy with that starter lineup. Very happy with the bench. I'll be honest with you, one other change I probably would have made personally would be Reguilon for Sessegnon. I just think Reguilon offers us that bit more going forward. But look, goals conceding is a massive problem for us. And I know Conte was saying that, you know, he hasn't been right since the COVID and stuff like that. So look, we'll wait and see whether he makes minutes. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with that starting lineup. But look, let's get on the next guest. Let's keep moving. This is all about you guys out there, just Tottenham fans. This is the build-up for the game. We are exactly 58 minutes from kickoff. It's time for you to get the beers. Get the beers out, get the kebabs on order, and sit back and enjoy this Tottenham team. But look, let's see who we have on next. Who have we got? We've got Westy THFC, my man. I hope you're keeping well.
Yes, mate, you?
How are you keeping, lad?
I'm good, you?
Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing, Less than an hour to kick off. Honestly, people are lucky I'm strapped into this chair. I have a seatbelt on me rather than being able to just run wild because I get super excited, you know, when the games come in. But look, do you think we will see a reaction today from that disappointment?
Well, you should hope so, really, because that was shocking.
Yeah.
I don't know. We looked good the first 20 minutes. Going afterwards, rubbish. What was the point? I thought Davies was shocking. Doherty had 2 decent chances, I suppose. Everything else was just poor. I was even saying to myself at one point, like, why don't we just take Davies off and send Rodon on and have Dyer playing in midfield? It was looking that poor.
Yeah. Look, for me, it comes down to For me, look, a lot of it comes down to that one guy in midfield. I know he wasn't a massive part of the problem, but the drop-off in defensive abilities in protection for the back four and a drop-off in going forward in attacking abilities, it's too costly. It is way too costly. And it was shocking. And hopefully them players know that. Hopefully they know the disappointment that they bestowed upon us fans. And hopefully they get out there and put it right. But do you think they will put it right? Given the stat that I did say, you know, when we have 6 days or more to prepare, we've won 6 out of 7 games, drawn 1, we haven't lost. We also win the majority of our games on Monday nights. With Everton, they are the worst travellers in Europe, or sorry, not in Europe, but in the Premier League, only picking up 6 points away. And this game does fall in that 6-day category. So do you think we will get to see a good performance today?
Yeah, I should hope so. But I think that our form at the minute and the way Everton's form is as well, they're both sort of on the same par. So it ain't going to be an easy game. I can't see it one bit, but I do see us winning.
Yeah. Look, we have to win. We have to win. Do you think tonight is a must-win in terms of you know, our European hopes, in terms of even Europa League, you know, because that's even tightening up now. Do you think tonight is a must-win, or else our season is more or less over?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with what we've got, we shouldn't be losing the games we are.
Yeah,
you know, it's a bit embarrassing. Like you say, you've got these high quality players, and yet you struggle to beat Middlesbrough.
Yeah, it's not on. It's not on. It is. It's absolutely shocking. But what do you think leads to these inconsistencies, though, man? You know, is it the lack of quality? Is it the lack of squad depth? Is it, you know, if you are going to roll these players out every game because you don't trust others, which I don't blame them, do you have to maybe mix up formations, different ways of playing? What do you think is the problem for our inconsistencies?
first of all, I think it starts with Levy,
Mm,
not
yeah,
giving Conte the money when we had the chance. Same with Poch, same with
yeah,
Mourinho. It starts from there, and then also it's these managers are coming in with not a full fit squad.
yeah,
So Conte come in with sort of half players missing. It's just, I think once we can get a full squad and decent defenders,
yeah.
we should be there or thereabouts.
Yeah, no, spot on. And look, hopefully it happens this summer, because if it doesn't, this club is only going in one direction, and that is down. That is
Yeah.
further down the league. So the investment has to come this summer. No more of, wait until the next window, wait until the next window. Look, I actually, in terms of January, I thought we had a good window in terms of what we could do realistically. I also believe we have learned the lesson that we did bring in quality rather than quantity. But at the
Yeah.
same time, look, bringing in 2 players is not enough, and you can't rest on your laurels. You've got to bring in more this summer. Otherwise, Conte walks. What manager? Where do you go then? So 100%, you're right. The investment has to come, and it has to come this summer. And it has to be adequate investment as well. It can't be the bare minimum just to try and scrape by. Because a leader like Conte will not accept that. But look, my man, we do see the return of Rodrigo Bentancur, aka Lolo. He does like to be called Lolo, by the way. He is returning from injury, and he slots in beside Pirlo, Emile, Hoy Busquets. So he slots in beside him. It's a huge positive for Spurs that Bentancur is returning. Have we missed his defensive presence in the midfield while he has been out injured?
I think we have. There is times when he can do too much. He's trying to be too skillful when it's not needed,
Yeah,
Just a simple pass instead of trying to do these smart tricks which look good, but if you don't get past the player, then what's the point? Your
yeah,
simple football is all you need at the minute.
yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely spot on. But how do you think they'll fare coming up against the Korean Allen, who, look, I watched the City game. They're actually outstanding. They broke up play all night long. Not the easiest of players to get by. Now, look, obviously they're not world beaters. A lot of teams have been able to get the better hand on them this time, but they were very good against City. How do you think that battle will be today, and who do you think will come out on top? And is this where the game will be won today? Whoever wins that midfield battle.
Yeah, it should. Højbjerg is world class. I've always rated him. He ain't afraid to stick a foot in, strong bloke,
Yeah,
and he's. I've noticed quite a lot recently. He's pushing more than what sort of Skip or Winks would currently do, which
yeah.
is good because it obviously helps Son and it helps Kane. With
Mm.
Bentancur, I think his defending is decent. Is worthy. Again, he's not afraid to stick a foot in, which I find Winks is just he'd rather run away from the ball and try and put foot in.
Yeah, honestly, he's like Casper. He's like a ghost when you just can't see him because he's so far behind out of the frame. It's unbelievable. You're absolutely spot on there, my man. But look, another one I want to press you on a bit is Session. Since Reguilon has returned from that bout of COVID he hasn't started the game. Session, is it because Conte prefers Session, or what? Why do you think that is? Why does Session continue to get picked over Reguilon?
I don't know. It's a good question, actually. So I do rate both of them. I think they're both quality players. It's a shame we didn't have either one on one side and one on the other, because we would be tearing down the fences all day long. Because Doherty and Royale, again, they get to defender and they run backwards instead of trying taking them on, which is what Sessegnon and Reguilon are not scared of.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. I don't know the reason why.
Yeah, look, and Conte did say in his press conference that maybe he is still feeling the effects from COVID and stuff like that. But even before he went out with COVID, he was dropped to the bench anyway versus Wolves. So I wonder what is going on there. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. That's for sure.
Yeah,
but look, no, sorry, go on.
I said it'd be a shame if we do lose Reguilon.
Yeah,
It'd be a massive shame.
I actually think he's very good going forward. And to be fair, under Nuno, he was the only one actually creating chances under Nuno.
Yeah.
And he had the most assists under Nuno's tenure as well. But even under Conte, he's just, look, the end product hasn't quite been there in terms of in the final third. So sometimes I'm thinking he's crossing when he should be shooting, and he's shooting when he should be crossing. But look, I actually think he offers a lot to this team going forward. So I'm a bit surprised by it. I really do like Reguilon, to be honest with you. But Westy, tonight's match versus Everton features the return of Dele for the first time since he was sold in January. Tottenham fans will be able to give him a proper send-off. Do you think he will get a warm welcome from the Spurs faithful?
Yeah, I can't see why not. He done quite a lot for us, so he was a good player. Don't get me wrong. First few seasons, obviously, then he went off the ball. But yeah, no, it'd be rude not to really.
Yeah, it would. It would. And look, Everton, you know, they have a lot of important players in their attack returning from injury. Damari Gray, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Andre Gomez. And to be fair to Lampard's team, they have scored 10 goals in 7 matches. But with these players returning, do you think Everton's attack will be more lethal than the last time we played them away from home?
No, I don't think they've got the quality at the moment.
Yeah.
And the way of our defence with Romero, I can't see them getting through. If it was Sanchez on the other end, then yeah, all day long, they'd have a field day. But
yeah. Look, you know, what worries me is even though we do have Davies, Dyer, and Romero back, we are still conceding goals. And even against Leeds, you know, I think they hit the post, twice, 3 times. The first minute, they nearly scored off a header from a set piece. And Ben Davies saving Hugo Lloris's ass. So, like, you know, defensively, we are not great. We haven't been great either. We are conceding an awful lot of goals, even with our best defenders back. Like, I do have a stat here. I'll just get it up for people. But look, scoring goals is not our problem. Just let me find it. So we have scored in the second half in 6 of our last 7 Premier League home games. We've scored in both halves in 5 of our last 6 Premier League home games. But we have conceded 11 out of our last. We have conceded in 11 out of our last 12 games. Does this show that scoring isn't really our issue, but the problem is our defence?
100%. But you got to think that quite a lot of those games, we would have had Sanchez in defence, which he is our main one of our main problems, because he couldn't clean a plate, that bloke. But it's the same with Winks. Like, so many stupid touches, stupid passes, and again, it's just another sort of, might as well just put their shirt on his back and say, help us out. You know what I mean? It's just them two were one of the main our main causes for our losses, majority of them.
No, look, that is fair. It is fair to say, but we are still conceding goals, even though these guys, our best defense is out there, and it is starting to become worrying, my man. It really is. But look, lad, what's your score prediction for tonight's game?
I'm going to go 3-1.
You're going big, my man. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Have you got beers in the fridge for the game?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Nice. Definitely. What's the choice of beverage?
Thatcher's Gold.
Oh, nice. Well, look, my man, you go and crack them cans, but before you do, I want a big come on, you Spurs. Give it to me, baby. A nice loud
come on, you Spurs!
Come on, you Spurs. That's what I'm talking about. You go off and enjoy them Thatcher goals, my man. And hopefully we'll see you on the post-match fan show.
Yeah, see you later.
Big up, Westy. Big up, my man. What a call-in. Absolutely brilliant guy. What a nice guy. Everybody, give him a lot of love in the comments. Big up, Westy. He's off to join them Thatcher goals. I don't blame him. Hopefully there's one there for me too. But look, Let's get on the next guest. And I've actually been waiting all week for this guy because, I know he doesn't like people criticizing our players. So I do want to talk to him about a certain Roy Keane, maybe saying Harry Kane should lead this team more. So let's get him on. Let's get on the next guest. And it is KVP. KVP, how are you
Hello.
keeping, my man?
I'm good.
You keeping well?
Yep, I am.
Have you been listening to Who Let the Hounds Out today?
Yep, I have. Who let the hounds out? Conte did. Conte did.
Oh, I love it. I love it, my man. It never gets old. It
Yeah.
never gets old. But look, I want to ask you, two players I want to ask you about. The first one will start with Harry Kane. Roy Keane, which pissed me off because I love Roy Keane. But he did come out about Harry Kane after the defeat to Middlesbrough, and he said, it's not all down to Kane, but if he is your main striker and he is your top guy, he's still got to do more. He's still got to lead a team. He's still got to lead them. He doesn't lead them that well. Do you agree with Roy Keane here, Kyle? Should Kane be doing more and be more of a leader for this team?
Yeah, I think so. Like, he should be doing a bit more to lead this team because he is the vice captain. Lloris is the captain, but Kane has captained the team before, so maybe he should be doing a bit more. But yeah, he should be He should be doing a lot more for this. But yeah, like I think he'll score tonight because he loves scoring against Everton. He's got how many goals has he got against Everton?
Oh, wait there, I'll tell you now, my man, honestly, I've got loads of stats. I always come prepared. Let me tell you, I think he's got, what did I say? 12 in his last, let me see now, Kyle. Kane has got 12 in his last 14 appearances against Everton in all competitions, including 11 in his last 9 since March 2017. So you can almost say it's just like a regular occurrence. It's like Christmas Day for Harry Kane,
Yeah, like
it comes once a year and he scores.
I think he'll score like against Everton. He normally scores 2. He always scores 2, but I think he can score a hat-trick today because I have a feeling, and we all know Son and Kane have already broken the record, but they might as well break their own record again, make it 41 or something, 41 assists. But yeah, hopefully they can do it tonight like they did against Leeds last weekend. So why not? Let's test each other and score a goal each. Like, 5-0.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Look, another player I want to ask you about, Kaya, is Sonny. A lot of people have been, on his back lately. Does he deserve to be dropped? He's not the same. He hasn't been performing this, that, and the other. But look, the stats don't say that. Son has been involved in 10 goals in his last 11 Premier League games. That's 6 goals and 4 assists overall in the Premier League this season. Only Mikel Antonio's goals and assists have been worth more points to a team, which is 15, compared to Sonny for Spurs, which is 14 points. I mean, look, the stats don't say that he hasn't been playing that well, Kyle. Where do you stand on this?
I don't like what people been saying about him. Like, he's brilliant. He's Tottenham through and through. He's the Korean Messi. That's what he is. Ronaldo. Yeah, Korean Messi. Like, everyone's got him in their fancy teams. They probably triple captain him, which I know they probably have triple captain Son to score a hat trick or score 4 goals, like he already has. His first Premier League hat trick. He got 4 goals against Southampton last season. So let's hope he can get 4. Kane maybe 4 each. So yeah, maybe they might get 4 each, 8-0. But who knows? We'll find out. But welcome back, the Uruguayan. That is Bentancur. Welcome back. And we've missed him. He's missed the last few games, but welcome back, and welcome back, Lucas Moapid. Hopefully, but I want to welcome back Dele Alli. You're going to get a good reception, my man. And yeah,
Dele Marley. Here. I'll have a favourite bet with you, my man. What colour hair do you think he'll have today?
I think he might have green or something. Green. He might have green, Yeah, he might have green hair, but we'll see. I'll clap him and welcome. But it's a shame we didn't give him a send off. But he'll get one today, like Toby Alderweireld has. It was Toby's birthday the other day, so and happy
Yeah.
birthday to Poch and Harry Redknapp, 2 former managers of ours. Like, but have you heard the news that he wants to come back?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that, Kyle? What's your thoughts on that? Because look, for me, just quickly, look, the second time around is never as good as the first time. You
Yeah.
know, look, it's like an ex-girlfriend. You know, look, it was good once, but they're called an ex for a reason. You go back another time, give it another chance, whatever else. It just never works out. There's always that bit of animosity there, or whatever it may be. It's just never the same. You know what I mean? So, what's your thoughts on it?
Like I know he did say what was it 2020 that he said I do want to go back to Tottenham and finish the job what we started. We had an amazing 5 years there, and I want to come back and help Tottenham win the league, and then that will be brilliant before I die. Is what he said before he dies. He wants to win us the Prem before he dies. Like, where's that come from? Before you die, you want to win us the Prem and then die? Like, come on, you've done a good job, but sacking him was not right. Daniel Levy made a big mistake sacking the guy, but he just got us to the Champions League final, and yeah, Daniel Levy, big mistake, kiddo. But yeah, like maybe, yeah, like we've got Conte who has won everything where he's been, but yeah, if like he doesn't get back in the summer, then we're going in the wrong direction. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, back Conte, Daniel, and like maybe I don't know, like when the fixtures come out, who are we gonna get? Like, but then we've got the World Cup coming up. But yeah, back Conte, and yeah, do your job properly. Get the checkbook out and get Conte the players he wants, because he didn't get the players that Poch want. He wanted Mane, Wijnaldum. He didn't get the players that Poch wants. So, but he better do his job properly and back Conte, because if he doesn't back Conte, then then this club is finished. But just back Conte, for God's sake, Daniel Levy. And we want to win the league, because the team we did have under Poch, that team could have won us the league. But yeah, but anyway, Teddy Sheringham's in the Monday Night Football studio. Big up Teddy Sheringham. Yeah, but yeah,
How do you know all these things, my man? How do you know all these things? You know everything.
I just do, because Teddy Sheringham's going to be watching the game. I know he is, because he scored before. And the good thing is, he said he hates Arsenal with passion. He would never play for them. Money would never get him to play. So big up Teddy. So, but Sissoko scored against Arsenal yesterday. That was brilliant. Second time.
I know, I've seen that. I was quite surprised, lad. Usually, you know, he can barely keep it in the stadium. This one, he actually managed to find the back of the net. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had to go down for an eye test. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and that goal Cucho Hernandez scored, goal of the season. Like, I don't know, there's been a couple of goals of the season, like, that people going to vote for that Watford guy. But yeah, great goal. But Watford deserves something from the game. They were brilliant. And yeah, but well done. Sissoko scoring
look,
against Arsenal.
Screw them games. Screw them games. Let's focus on tonight. I mean, what players do you expect to be the match winners today? And you know, how do you think we should go about breaking this Everton team down, my man?
Who I think will be the match winners? It's got to be Kulusevski, number 21. His name is Kulusevski. Yeah, Kulusevski, another goal.
Give me a ginger from Sweden. Come on.
Another goal for Kulusevski will be brilliant. That'll be 3, because 2 have come away. But first time goal for him and Bentancur would be amazing. 2 Juventus players who didn't do great, but why not? A home goal for them too, then I'll be happy. Kane and Son, like, yeah, would be nice to get a win. And I think we're going to be, 3 points off the top 4. Like, we've got 2 games coming up. We've got Brighton away, Man United away. And Man United, they just lost. But yeah, if we can win these 3 games, then that puts us in the top 4 if we can win these 3. So, yeah.
Do you think top 4 is still achievable, Kyle? Have you given up on it yet?
I'm not giving up on it. I know Ben and Sim are probably going to say that it's not on. Like they don't think we can, but I'm not giving
Yeah.
up on it yet. I'm never going to give up on top four. Like we can still do it. Like we do still have to play Burnley and Leicester and Brighton at home though, because
Yeah.
yeah, like we still
No,
play
look,
at home.
I'm not giving up on it yet either, Kyle. It's like my jocks at Christmas. They're hanging on by a thread, you know. A thread is keeping it all together. It's wearing thin. But look, you know, I still believe we can still get there for sure. I absolutely love that. So I do. I love it. What do you think is going on with Regulon? Look, you seem to know everything else. So what do you think is going on with Regulon at the minute, my man?
Like I don't know what. Like why is he not starting? Because he is brilliant. Like I think he offers much more than Emerson Royale does than anyone
Mm,
else. But Reguilon's actually quite good. He offers pretty much everything for the team, 100%. Like give him 110%, and he'll nick you a goal. But I think he'll probably come on and score. Like he's brilliant. Like I don't
mm.
know why he's not been starting. I know he's been out with COVID. But hopefully he can come off the bench and score. We all know, like as you said, Conte's first game was actually against Everton, and Conte's never lost against them. So
Never even conceded.
no,
Never even conceded a goal, lad.
never conceded a goal. But like,
He's as tight as a chastity belt. The man is. Love it.
like we did lose at home 1-0 to Everton last season. That was our opening game, and yeah, I believe Højbjerg and Doherty were a bit poor in this fixture. But revenge, it's time to get revenge against Everton at home. We done it 2020 during the restart pandemic, but we've already beaten them. But it's time for revenge. Calvert-Lewin was the man who scored in this fixture last season, but it's
Mm.
not going to happen again. And time to get revenge on Frank Lampard at home because he has a good record. But it's time to get revenge over that kid. It's time. I'm doing
Yeah.
8-0, man. Come on, 8-0. And
Honestly, these pre-match pump-ups be working. When you first came on, it was 5. Now it's
yeah,
8. Another few minutes, it's gonna be off the scale. It's gonna be in double digits.
double
Just to read
digits.
out the Everton team to everybody else out there. Of course, it is managed by Fat Frank, but we have T-Rex Arms in goals. That is Jordan Pickford. Seamus Coleman is in there. We have Kenny from South Park. He's in there. We've got Holgate/Colgate. He's in there. We've got Keane. We've got Allen. We've got Decore, Van den Beek, Gordon, Richarlison, and Calvert-Lewin. With Dele Alli, he is on the bench. Calvert-Lewin, to be honest with you, I'm surprised he even knows what team he's on anymore after the last photo shoot I seen that guy being involved in. But look, there you have it. That is the Everton lineup. But look, Kyle,
Yeah.
my man, you know, what's your what was I going to ask you? I can't remember what I was going to ask you. Yeah, I do actually. I do. So, like I was saying earlier on about the stats, where we have 6 days to prepare, we've won 6 out of 7, drawn 1, we haven't lost. But with 4 days to prepare, we've lost 6 out of 7. What do you put that down to? Is that down to tactics? Is it down to players? Is it down to squad depth? What's the reasoning for that?
I think it's down to the players. Like, yeah, I think it's down to the players. I I was a bit happy that Conte went for the same 11 that won against Leeds, but like
Yeah.
I'm still pissed that we lost because Middlesbrough's goal was offside. Reguilon had his hand up and Emerson Royale was poor, but yeah, their goal was offside. I've seen it, and yeah, I've seen it every now and then, and it was offside. But like,
Yeah.
this is it. This is it. But
Yeah.
it's down to the players. But tonight, hopefully, they could put in a good shift. Doherty, maybe the Irish Cafu. You got 2 of them. You got Doherty for Spurs and Coleman, the Irish Cafu for
Yeah.
Everton. So yeah, like
No,
hopefully,
don't forget Pirlo, Emil, Hoy Busquets in midfield as well, my man.
yeah.
Don't forget about him. There's a new
Højbjerg.
nickname for you.
Yeah, Højbjerg on a score sheet. I think he's got 4 Premier League goals for Tottenham, and they were all last year,
Yeah.
2021. Hopefully, he can score because he's the Danish Cafu, as I call him now, the Danish Cafu.
He's the Danish Ronaldinho. Danish Ronaldinho.
Yeah, Danish Ronaldinho. Then.
So he is.
Boyberg, and please get a goal for us tonight. It would be nice.
Yeah.
And then we've got a few days to prepare before the Brighton game. Then a few days later to prepare for that 6-1 we get Man United last season at Old Trafford. So United are poor. So yeah, we got this game, Brighton, and then Man United. So if we can win these three, I'll be happy. Then that puts us in a good position to
Yeah.
finish above the
That it
rivals
does.
that play. So
That it
yeah,
does, my man.
I just want to
That it certainly does.
yeah.
But look, my man. You know, what was I going to say to you? Yeah, give me your realistic score prediction. Not your 5-0, not your 8-0. What do you believe deep down, my man?
What do I believe? Not my 5-0, not my 8-0. I'm actually going to treble your odds. Go for a 10-0. 10-0.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kane and Son, you'd want them to be scoring at least a hat trick each, Steve, and get
Yeah,
anywhere near that. That's for sure.
and assist again as well. Assist and hat trick each, and then yeah, that. And then we've still got to play the North London derby at home as well, because we have always won at home against the Scum. So I don't know. Yeah, I think that's been arranged for May, like you said before. So yeah,
Yeah.
and we still got to play West Ham as well. So they
Yeah.
did play well against Liverpool. I thought they played good. We still got to play Liverpool as well, because like they can cry all they want. They can, Liverpool. Like Conte has never lost at Anfield against Liverpool. He's actually gotten 2 draws there, but that was with the team that played
Yeah.
with Chelsea. But like, I actually think we can get a result at Anfield. We've done it under Redknapp, and I know we've only won there once, but come on, we still got to play those teams I said, and that gives us a chance. But
Yeah.
good luck to the boys tonight, and as always, Levy out. Come on, you Spurs.
Go on, you
Come
Spurs.
on.
But look, one more question for you before I let you go, Kyle. One more. Of late, we have seen a number of our players switch off at defensive set pieces. 2 of note came to my mind versus Middlesbrough. They could have scored long before they did with 2 corner kicks. And then there was Leeds, like I said, switched off in the first minute. And Burnley, of course, we switched off, got the warning, never took it, and then they scored from it. Why does this keep happening? Why do we keep switching off at set pieces and losing our men?
I don't know why it keeps happening, but this has to stop tonight. We need to stop this, because this is annoying everyone. It annoys all the fans, but tonight, this stops here and now, tonight. And yeah, like, let's hope the boys can put in a good performance and get the win, and then concentrate on the next few games before the international break. And yeah, then get ready for next few games after that. But yeah, good luck to the boys, and welcome back, Deli Mali, whatever you want to call him. But yeah,
Deli Marley, lad.
yeah, Deli Marley, welcome back, my man. Gonna see you on the pitch later, getting a good reception. But forget the players who have played with Tottenham, the ones who haven't got a good reception. Like, yeah, Teddy Sheringham in the studio watching. Good luck.
No, 100%. 100%.
Come on, you Spurs. Let's beat the Toffees and Frank Lampard, Fat Frank.
Yeah, 100%. Get your packs of toffees out, my man. Let's chew them up for sure. But Kyle, before we let you go, I want to know who let them hounds out.
Conte did. And
love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And yeah, we still need. Yeah. When are you gonna come on? We haven't played the game yet.
Yeah. Do you have? Give me your number. Send me your number on. You have me on Twitter, so send me on your number.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, mate.
All right. Big up.
Big up.
Big up.
Come on,
you go and enjoy the game. Come on, you Spurs. Everybody, KVP. You gotta love the guy. He just puts a smile on your face. Honestly, he's so enthusiastic about this club. I love it. I wish everybody had that enthusiasm. I mean, the guy knows everything about the club. He knows everything about where former players are going to be. You can even hear that today. He is absolutely insane. I love the guy. But guys, we do have a super chat, and it's from Dan Coys. He says, if Doherty hadn't improved over the past few games, I would have put Reguilon as an inverted right wing back. He has delivered a few good balls with his right foot. You have Salah and Kulusevski on the right. Come on, you Spurs. Do you know what? It's probably not a bad idea either. I can see what you're getting at with that, Dan, to be fair. I mean, Conte has done it before, and even in the FA Cup game against Morecambe, he switched Session and Doherty, and they became inverted. But I'm just not sure it works, you know. I'm just not sure it works. Like with Kulu, it's okay, him being left-footed, because his instructions are to cut in. But with the wing back, it's to stay wide, keep the weight, and go on the outside. So I'm just not sure. I'm not sure it would work. But look, if Doherty wasn't performing, it's definitely something we would have to look at for sure. For sure. But look, guys, we are going to end it off there. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody tuning in. You know, this channel is absolutely nothing with you guys. So a massive thank you out there for you guys tuning in. A massive thank you to everybody who smashed that like button, smashed that subscribe button. A massive thank you to everybody who was putting the super chats as well. Greatly appreciated. Look, my score prediction tonight is I'm going Tottenham 2-0. I think Son and Kane to turn up tonight. I think we beat Everton. Look, I get a lot of fans are going into this with a bit of a nervous feeling, but what I will say, we have backed up poor results with some very good wins. We backed up, who did we lose to before the City game? I think it was Wolves, was it? We lost to Wolves, go and beat City. Then we lose to Burnley, then we go and spank Leeds. So we have proven that we can pick ourselves up off the back of a bad performance and a bad result. So let's hopefully we can do that today. What I will say to everybody out there, get them Werther's Originals out and let's absolutely chew the living crap out of these toffees. You know, let's look, we have to win. It is a must win today. We have to go out there with pride. We have to go out there. We have to represent the badge, the fans, the area, the name, the history, the club. We have to represent everything there today. Hopefully the fans at the stadium are in full voice, which I have no doubt they will be. Hopefully the boys can turn up and represent today. We need to see a reaction from that Middlesbrough game. If we don't, I think many Spurs fans would think this season is over. But look, I trust in these guys to go out there today and get the job done. I don't know what it is, but I do, and you should too. As always, make sure you smash that like, make sure you smash that subscribe. If you've enjoyed what I bring to the table on We Are Tottenham TV with the pre-match pump up, the podcast, the occasional appearance on the fan shows, which I actually may get back to doing regularly, please do get over and check out the Irish Hotspur and smash that subscribe button. Look, even if you don't like me, I'm a Spurs fan, smash that subscribe button. It all helps out. But look, guys, make sure you stay tuned for the watch along in the studio. It's always an epic watch in the studio. So make sure you stay tuned for that and get on the post-match fan show after and have your thoughts. We are going to beat Everton today. They're a tin pot club. And look, I'll have my bag of toffees ready for sure. As always, come on, you Spurs. In Conte we trust. And Kulu is a ginger from Sweden, and I love him.